The trailer for the hotly anticipated 6th season of Peaky Blinders dropped on New Year's Day, starting off 2022 on a high note. Fans all over the world are hyped as the BBC has gone above and beyond to make sure the trailer is explosive. With each rewatch, it's blowing us away. Keep watching to see how the brand new trailer is making fans go nuts. Firstly, is this the first that we have officially seen of Season 6? Apart from the occasional pic on Instagram and subtle hints from creators, this is the first peak of the new season. Every single second is amazing, and it has clearly been carefully planned for maximum effect. The chances are high that we're going to get another trailer before the season airs, but to be honest, we're still mentally digesting this one. For a first glimpse, we've got a bit of everything that we need. So, are there going to be more seasons of Peaky Blinders after this one? Unfortunately for fans, this is going to be the last season of Peaky Blinders. Based on the trailer, it definitely seems as though the creators are making sure the show's going out with a bang. Fans are definitely going to be sad to see the show ending, as Peaky Blinders has definitely helped to pave the way for period dramas in the last few years. There's always the chance that a spin-off show could be launched, as the original has been so popular. There hasn't been anything officially teased yet, but you never know what will happen. Next, what are the best bits from the trailer? The teaser trailer itself is 90 seconds long and manages to pack a lot into every single second. The scene opens with Cillian Murphy wielding a machine gun in the dark hours of what looks like a very early morning. Camera pans up to him as he fires off a spray of shots into the air. By the time the camera is cut to the next shot, fans already have goosebumps, and it doesn't slow down from there. Peaky Blinders is known for its amazing camera work and direction, and it's clear that this applies to the Season 6 trailer as well. The scene cuts are fast-paced, giving us a glimpse of what's to come without letting us linger too long on one shot. Arthur Shelby is in serious trouble. Cillian Murphy's character, Thomas Shelby, is clearly having a bad day, and the next thing we see might be why. His brother, Arthur Shelby, lies badly wounded, slumped on a bed. He looks in bad shape, as his own name has been cut into his chest. What happens to Arthur? Does he survive his brutal attack? And who did it to him? Fans can't wait to find out what happened, and it seems for sure that the Shelby family has a whole fight on their hands. By the looks of it, Tom Shelby is out for revenge. So without missing a beat, the trailer kicks off with a massively pivotal scene, launching fans into worrying about Arthur and dying to know what's happening. But it doesn't stop there. Threats are coming from overseas to reckon with Tom Shelby. The trailer then jumps to a boat. The skies and seas are gray and imposing, showing all too clearly the emotions of the group of characters we see aboard it. The men on the boat look incredibly sinister, and it could not be more clear to closely watching fans that they are there for a reason. They're coming, and it looks like the person they're coming for is none other than Tom Shelby. Looks as though these people are the family of Gina Gray. Michael Gray, Gina's husband, is in front and center in the group. Tom Shelby got in the way of the couple's business plans, where they were hoping to make a lot of money in the United States. With their plans in ruins, the couple left for America with their pockets empty, but their hearts full of content. And it looks as though revenge and violence are on their minds. Things are getting a little political. The camera flashes again, and we see a hugely different scene. A massive building looms up in front of ranks of soldiers, enormous Nazi flags waving against the walls. Of course, the Second World War is getting closer, and although the audience knows how massively it's going to impact the world, the characters cannot possibly know what it's about to happen. The new season is set in 1934, which is only 5 years before the war began. We can see the Nazis building ranks at the same time as we know that Adolf Hitler was rising to political power. Between the cheering crowds, we see influential figures making their way through guards into the decorated building. Who are they, and what impact will they have on the way the Peaky Blinders are operating in London? Is the Nazi Party going to have ties to Oswald Mosley, the fascist leader creeping up in popularity? The two ideologies are definitely linked, and we can see a big storm coming. Fans can't wait to find out how this is going to influence our main players, and the political intrigue that this could involve will loom over the world like an enormous shadow. The trailer shows us some faces we thought we wouldn't be seeing again. The first one is, after the grand imposing building of the Nazi Party, things switch completely. We go from seeing a dark crowd full of hundreds, possibly thousands of people, to see one woman alone outside. Her surroundings are bleak. The sky and the ground is gray, and the trees are bent over and dead. Similarly to the shot from the boat, we think that the colors used here are representative of how the characters feel. Seriously though, it's only a trailer and so much thought has gone into making this look absolutely perfect. The woman we see is Esme Lee, or how she is known now under her married name, Esme Shelby. Fans of the show will definitely recognize her from season 4 when she got married into the Shelby family. This wasn't a happy marriage though, as the union was not one for love but rather out of convenience. The two families hated each other. The couple were pressured into marrying to ease the tension between them all. Didn't end well. Her husband, John Shelby, ended up dead. She ran away. She didn't leave quietly though, as before she turned her heel on the Shelby family for good, she cursed every last one of them. Fans think that the reason she's showing up again now is the last season. With all this conflict brewing, it's definitely a bad omen. Is her curse going to take effect? Maybe this is related to what happened to Arthur at the start of the trailer. There's a downright danger in store for the Shelby family. As if the brutal attack on all the Shelbys isn't enough, there's much more misery in store for the Shelbys. The trailer shows there is a little bit of a time jump between season 5 and season 6, and while it may not be obvious that the adult characters are a couple of years older, it's much more noticeable in the children. We can see that Tom's daughter Ruby is now older, and unfortunately she may also fall victim to the trouble that attracts her father. The trailer shows a shot of Tom and his wife Lizzie fleeing from something. Tom Shelby isn't normally afraid of anything, and while he certainly feels human emotions like grief, anger, and sadness, he's brave in the face of protecting his family. But here, Tom and Lizzie Shelby are running. They look pretty terrified. If you pause the trailer to get a better look, it appears as though they could be running through their own home, but what could possibly be scaring them within their own house? The next shot may very well answer that question. We get a closer look at Lizzie with that worried expression on her face, and this time we can see tears glistening on her cheeks. She's holding out her hand, beckoning something or someone to come to her. We can see a fire in the background. Doesn't look good. And if the Shelbys are in their house, then it is very likely that the fire is the result of an attack. Is Ruby what Lizzie's reaching for? Could Ruby be trapped inside her burning home? The second familiar and unexpected face has shown itself. Fans are absolutely excited to be seeing Tom Hardy in the trailer for season 6. His character, Alfie Solomon, has had a famous conflict with Tom Shelby in the past. As a matter of fact, conflict is a huge understatement. Guns were drawn, shots were fired, and Tom Shelby believed he had murdered Alfie Solomon. Alfie, who first made an appearance way back in season 2, is the leader of a rival gang in London. He also runs an illegal distillery and is a huge figure in the criminal underworld. Season 4 climaxed with Alfie's apparent death, and the tables were turned yet again in season 5 when fans discovered that he was actually still alive. To be honest, it's a lot to deal with. Fans are still trying to figure out what everything means. Aside from everyone who watches the trailer losing their minds trying to theorize, everyone has one thing in common. They absolutely can't wait to watch the beginning of the end of Peaky Blinders. We hope you enjoyed today's video, guys, and see you next time.